Hello, welcome to CIS 101. This is Packet Tracer video 4.61.1.3, analyzing the application and transport layers. First off, we got to just get right into what's going on here. Okay, right now, it's very obviously noticeable that we have a partial network working here so far, right? We want to make this a full network. I love having this completion rate here because it will show you if you're doing it right or wrong. We need to get PC1A connected to S1 Central. And we also need to get the server PT Eagle server connected to R1 ISP. The first thing we want to do is go to the computer that's working. We go to the configuration. And all we're going to do is copy this DNS server address first. You copy this. Then you go out of 1B. And you go over to your server. When you get to the server, you notice that you're going to have to turn this on. So before we move any further, turn on your server. And watch what happened. As I turned the server on, we went on 6%. Look at that. Okay? Now, we got to go to the fast Ethernet. And that DNS server that we copied, we want to paste it right in here to the IP address. There's 254. Hit enter, you get your automatic subnet mask. Look down at your completion rate. 20% of the assignment's already done for you. So with that being done, we now want to journey over to the server. Actually, where we were just at was the server. We want to connect this with a cable. So let's go down here. We're going to use a copper cable for the server. We're going to use 0, 0. Then we're going to connect right here, 0, 1. See that? We're already at 33%. Next, after we connect the cable, we want to configure the DNS server address, which was this. After we get that in there, we also want to make sure our services are on. We already got the address in the area that we needed it in. We got the IP address right here. Sorry, I was backtracking a little bit there. But now we go to services, turn on your HTTP. Watch that. One little click, I'm at 40%, almost done. DNS, click on it. Before I enter the number, I want you to watch this go up with me. 46%. Now, let's go Eagle server.example.com. Okay? Remember that server that we copied? That address? Paste it right here. Now as we do that and we add it, watch right here. 53%. Now that we're getting everything done with the server, let's go to the router, the ISP router. We got to configure something, right? Pretty much what we've been doing. It's going to turn into like a little pattern every time. You go to the router ISP, configure, go to 0, fast internet. Now we're going to copy this address. Okay, copy it. Then we're going to go right back over to the server. This time we're not going into Ethernet configuration. We're just going to the settings. We're just going to go to the gateway and paste this address. We paste that address in the gateway and we close this. So now our server should be ready to go. And you've also noticed that we're at 60%. So when we're done with the server, we need to go to the we need to go down to the 1A computer, and we need to connect the 1A computer to the S1 Central. Click here for Fast Ethernet 0. Now don't get scared when you see all these. Just know that that's how many options the server has. But we need to go to Fast Ethernet 01. 73% of our job is done. I didn't get over there to show you guys real quick, but that's okay. Now go to 1A, and we got to check out what we need to put in here. We got to notice right now, right off the bat, once we go to configuration, we had no gateway, no DNS server. So we go over to 1B. Actually, no, first, before I go to 1B, I got to go over to the R2 Central. I got to configure this. Remember our little pattern? We're going to go here to the FAST00. We're going to copy the IP address. When we copy this IP address, we're going to close this window and we're going to take it over to the 1A computer. And we're going to paste it right in the gateway address. Okay, there we go. Close this. Now we need to go to the server. See, I was getting way ahead of myself. We gotta go to server before we go any further. We gotta go down here. We're gonna copy this IP address, which, if you remember, was the DNS server for 1B. So we go here, we go to the DNS server, and we paste it right there. See how our completion rate is coming? 80%. Almost there. Now the goal that you have to do here, we gotta double check that 1B is the same as 1A now. We need compatible gateway and DNS server addresses. And it looks like we are. And you remember, did you see as I just checked that? We went up to 86%. I love that checker. Get 1A. Now you gotta go to 1A. We gotta set up the IP address. Now the way that you set the IP address up in 1A is, we'll see it right now. We don't have one. So we go over to B. We go to Fast Ethernet. We copy this address. As we copy this, we take it over to 1A. Go to the Fast Ethernet 0 portion. Paste it right here. Now, we cannot have them have the exact same IP address. So we're going to have to switch this to 1. Hit enter. You get your subnet max 255.255.0.0 because it's a class B. Look at that, everybody. We're at 100%. We have succeeded. But we have to check our data by mail. That's something very important. That's another part of this assignment. So make sure you stay in real time. The first one usually always fails. But that's why we always try again. Successful. And that's what we want. We want to know that the mail can get from 1A to S1 Central, to R2 Central, to our ISP router, to the Eagle server. Now, we don't have to mess with any more configurations. We're done with all that. So, we want to go to simulation mode. There's our two ICMPs. Before we run the simulation mode, go to your desktop, go to the browser, enter your name. eagleserver.example.com. Okay? Hit go. We got our DNS box that just showed up. Exit on this. Now, auto capture play forward. I am just seriously going to zoom this and have it go as fast as it possibly can. We just want to make sure mail is going from 1A to the Central, to the SI Central, to the R2 Central, to the RISSP router, to the server. And then from the server, we want it to go back to RISP, to R2 Central, to S1 Central, to 1A. And I sped it up as fast as I could. I forgot to talk to you guys about editing filters. The reason I forgot that is because it does it for you. And it should make you actually do that, but you should go in and edit your filters. All the events are done. Okay, let's just check out what exactly happened here. We're not going to go through every single one, but we'll start with 1A. Doesn't have a layer 4 yet. As soon as it got to the Eagle server, it did, and it used the device encapsulate the PD into a UDP segment. Let's check out the PDU details. Make sure it's got our name. There's our name. That is very excellent to know. That was about the DNS. See what it has to say about the IMC, ICP, ICMP. Oh yeah, that's our beginner. See here, layer 4. There is no service running, listening on this port. The device dropped the segment. So it dropped that segment, but went on to the next one. I just like checking these out. The device just takes out this frame from the buffer and sends it. See what the last one says. As it gets the Eagle server, fast Ethernet 00 receives the frame. Frame's destination MAC address matches the receiving port's MAC address, the broadcast address, or a multicast address. Encapsulates the PDU from the Ethernet. There's our addresses that we came up with. So yeah, it's gravy. Looks good. That is pretty much how you set up service. And right there, that's the one that failed. Alright guys, any comments or questions, go ahead and let me know. Thank you for joining my video of analyzing the applications and transport layers.